What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and today we have a very sweet, sweet episode. That's right. We are talking about everything Disney does for Valentine's Day. But not only that, we're also talking about how you can enter into a sweepstakes. I said sweepstakes of how you can
Oh,
possibly stay in
wow.
Cinderella's castle. You don't want to go anywhere or miss this opportunity. Well, Mom, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. How was your
It
week?
certainly is.
And what are we doing tomorrow for the good old sweet day?
Well, the sweet day is going to be awesome because we're actually going to be in a suite to watch the Savannah Bananas. So
Nice.
that's going to be very, very fun, I hope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I hope it's
Yeah.
going to be great. We got the opportunity. Tracy, my wife, has been wanting to go see them for years, and now we finally
For,
got into the sweepstakes. So we
yeah,
are
for those
pumped.
for those who don't know who they are, they're like the Harlem Globetrotter of baseball.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we
So
have
it
that
should be a lot of
opportunity
fun.
coming up.
hmm
But
hmm
why you guys are here, of what you could do tomorrow and the weekend in order to celebrate Valentine's Day with your loved ones. And also, we have a sneak peek of the different castles along with who won the Super Bowl. And if you don't know who won the Super Bowl, we're just moving on to 26, year 2026, because we are over 2025 already with the horrible news. So uh, let's just go ahead and get started on what we got going on. Okay, Mom? Is that okay
Sounds
with
good.
you?
Sounds good. Sounds good. We're going to start a little bit different this year. I mean,
Okay.
this time though.
All right. We'll
Okay.
start it different this year. Love that.
So I looked at what Disney does to help celebrate Valentine's Day, and basically they make sure that you get a lot of sweets.
Of course.
So these are just, three different options. A lot of them are at the patisserie at Disney Springs.
Okay.
And then if you click on the next one, there's some more options. I like the bottom right one.
Yeah, that one's
That's
cool.
actually it's a mini chocolate pinata. So
Oh,
that's why
that's
that's
why
why
it
it
has a
comes
hammer
with the
next to it.
mallet. Uh-huh.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
That's actually really
So
cool.
and then if you do Google, what to do at Disney World for Valentine's Day, it's basically going to say take your loved one on a small world.
Oh,
Those kind of things.
God. Yeah.
So nothing
Jeez.
exciting going on there. Anyway,
Sorry, we're
now
closed. We're just going to blow
yeah,
through this because
blow
you
through.
guys
It's the
all
same old,
know
same old, same old, same old.
Astro
Because
Orbiter, the carnival ride, somebody posted,
hmm
which is so true. The
hmm
Big Thunder Mountain, which will never come back, and the Hall of Presidents, which is
hmm
opening up here pretty soon, huh?
it should next month.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, right around the corner. And then of course Dumbo's playground is closed for refurbishment and
Yeah.
cleaning. And then pretty soon, hopefully, Test Track will open.
Pretty
And
soon. That's
then
like 5 months away, which I guess
okay,
is pretty soon. Depends
it's
on how
right
you
around
look
the
at time.
corner. It's
Oh,
right around
yeah.
the corner.
Then the
Yeah.
Grand
And then of
Fiesta
course,
coming back
yeah,
quick.
yep, that's right around the corner. And then goodbye Muppetville,
Bye.
Muppet Courtyard. They're all going. They're all going.
Yep,
And
tough to be a
then
bug. Jump on
yep,
it now. It's a great ride. I
yep.
have a feeling it's going to be similar. I don't know if they'll. What's it going to be again? Zootopia?
Zootopia
So
together
will they
forever.
even? I wonder if they'll even change the seats because the seats are pretty expensive. They might as well leave
Mm,
the seats because they'll have the
yeah,
same 4D action, just a different movie. Be
yeah.
interesting if they change it up that much.
Right, right. And then here we get into the Disney Castle Showdown. So, Chris, how many Disney resorts are there?
6.
Right. Okay. So we're going to look at six different castles and
Okay.
see if you can identify them.
All right.
So, which one was built in 1955 and it's 77 foot tall, which makes it the smallest castle. And it
I would say
also,
Disneyland.
okay, so click, and you were right. The interesting fact with this one, it's the only castle that has a working drawbridge. And it's
I actually
only,
knew that. Yeah.
yep, and it's only been lowered twice. And once was when it first opened, and then the second time is after they did the major, major overhaul of Fantasyland.
And in this
So
picture, I don't even know if that is Disneyland, but if it were a
that is,
drawbridge, it would be on the
mhm.
other side because that
That's
is a cement
Disneyland.
bridge.
That is Disneyland from 1955 when it first opened. The other fact about this castle, which I
Yeah, but
thought
I'm
was really,
just I'm just saying, Mom, that is not a
no, it goes on
drawbridge.
top. It goes on top. If you look at
What
it, you
goes
will
on
see
top? Oh, I
Uh,
see. I see the chains back there. Okay,
yes.
so that
Okay.
might
It's
be
not
it.
the
Yeah, yeah,
whole
yeah.
length. Okay.
All right.
But the other thing to note about this castle is when they built it, Walt wanted to make sure that when you took pictures, all your pictures were going to turn out great. So it's oriented north to south. So the sun never goes behind it. So when you're standing in front of the castle, you should never have the sun straight in your eyes. Isn't that cool?
Well, I mean, that's the same thing with all the castles, right?
Well, this was the first one built,
All right.
and to think
Smart.
that they had that, okay? All right. Then this one was built in 1971. It can withstand 125-mile-per-hour winds. Has
Whoa.
3 elevators in it. It's 189 feet tall.
I would say this is the Cinderella's castle, only
Uh,
because why else would it need to be withstand 125-mile-an-hour winds?
okay. So the interesting thing about this is it does have 3 elevators, one that goes to
But
Cinderella's
this
royal
is not
table.
accurate.
What's not accurate?
Cinderella's castle is actually 199 feet tall
No,
because at 200 feet.
you may research it. You may
Okay.
research
Well, I'm
it.
just
I
telling you, at 200 feet, it
Okay,
needs
so
a bell.
there's our question for next week.
All right.
What is, I mean, I looked it over, but okay. 3 elevators. One goes to Cinderella's royal table, which is the hard to get dining reservation. One is for the restaurant staff, and one takes the cast members down to the utilidors. And then 27 towers that are numbered 1 to 29.
Hmm.
So how do you get 27 towers if it's numbered 1 to 29? When they started building it, they realized that towers 13 and 17 you would not be able to see because it would be embedded so far deep into the castle. So they decided not to even put those towers up. Pretty
Or
cool, huh?
13 and 17 are bad luck numbers and they skipped them.
All right,
There we go.
moving on. Up, breaking news. Guess what? You can win a stay in Cinderella Castle Suite.
Now, they've
So
been
they,
doing this for a couple years now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm happy to keep it going
Yep.
because I
They
like it.
It is. This one is for, and it's always been for give kids the world, and they partner with Make a Wish Foundation.
Nice.
So it's an actual village. It's like 87 acres, and it gives a place for the families to come and enjoy the resort. So they have it's an experience. It's not just a hotel room where they stay until they can get to Disney World. The way that the sweepstake works is through March 17th, you have to get your entries in.
Okay.
And every $10 that you donate, you get 1 ticket into the entry.
Gotcha.
So, but it doesn't matter if you spend $500, you're still only going to get 50 tickets. I thought maybe the more you donated, the more tickets you would get.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would
you
make
do, but you don't get a bonus.
sure, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, and it's a
Cool.
great package. It is a great package. And there's the website, givekidstheworld.org and Castle to do your entry. It's
And how
very
much is it
simple.
for the entry?
$10.
So for $10, you can, which is
You get a
crazy, you can
chance.
win one
Yeah.
night. The chance is one night. It's almost like the lottery, but or this
Uh-huh.
whatever. But breakfast for up to 4 at Cinderella's Royal Table. So this is probably and a $500 gift card. This is probably like a, $10,000 giveaway.
Between 10 and 15. And they also offer round trip airfare if you live outside of Orlando, the 200-mile radius.
Well, yeah. I mean, we would definitely down in Southwest Florida take their airfare. If they're,
You can't because
yeah,
you're
no,
not
we
far
can.
enough.
No. We absolutely can.
All right. This next castle is identical to the Magic Kingdom, except they use different colors. It's 168 foot tall. It's the first international castle, opened in
Would
1983.
would this be Paris?
I don't think so.
Tokyo. Okay.
Tokyo. I love the look of this
Yeah, it's cool.
castle.
It's identical. It just literally says it's identical. So
Yeah.
So you love the Cinderella's castle.
Maybe that's why I love it. That's why I love it, right? Yep, Cinderella's castle. Okay. Moving on to the next one.
All right.
This one is cool. It opened in 1992. It has a lower dungeon area in the base that houses an audio animatronic dragon.
Whoa,
So
that's
when
cool.
you go down, the dragon, from what I read, the dragon is like sleeping, and then every so often it lifts its head and it'll roar and make noises. So I think that
Really?
is, yeah.
That's
So I
really
think that's
cool.
really cool. And then the upper level has a concrete walk-through balcony.
Let's go with
So
Beijing, maybe.
I don't
Oh,
think
that
they
one's
have one in
Paris. Come
Beijing.
on.
Yeah. Le Château de la Belle au Bois dormant. It's the castle for Sleeping Beauty. So really, really another cool one.
Yep. Yep. Nice.
So this one opened in 2005. First time that a castle was renamed. It was originally named Sleeping Beauty Castle, which seems to be the theme for a lot of these castles.
Hmm.
But then in 2020, they decided to change their name and dedicate it more to the princesses. So their towers and domes represent the characters. Princess Aurora is the tallest tower, is on the tallest tower. And that's a nod to the Sleeping Beauty beginning.
Beijing, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Yep. And if you go online and you look at the really close up of it, you can see where they have different ways that they represent the princesses on these towers.
Nice.
So it's really cool. Then in 2016, we get the tallest castle. Now, this one I went back and forth because some places reported that it was 200-foot tall. Others said, no, it's 197. So we're going with 197, the first castle to represent all the princesses, including Anna and Elsa. Now,
Norway.
This one is a walkthrough. It has a walkthrough. It has a makeover boutique, which I'm assuming is like Bippity Boppity Boutique. It has an elaborate stage, and it has a boat ride underneath.
Nice.
And it's also the first castle to have multiple main entrances.
This has to be Hong Kong.
It's the Enchanted Storybook Castle
Or
at
Shanghai. That's what I meant. We just had Hong Kong.
Yep. Now, when it comes to the walkthrough, they'll have you go on like the side of the inside the castle, but actually walk around it, and it'll have dioramas. It seems pretty cool that they have these. Cool. Yep. And what is the answer?
Oh, what's the question?
Well, turn it on.
Oh.
So here's the infamous question of the week.
All right, hold on.
You wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Jalen Hurts, you and the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World.
I know that hurts you.
That's horrible. That's
you don't
so
like
bad.
That. I know.
How about instead of going to Disney World, you're going to let's go back to Philadelphia and just ruin everything in Philadelphia.
Oh, a lot of teams do that.
No, it's just more Philly. It's a Philly thing to do, just burn down the city.
Anyway, he was there. I mean, the game was over Sunday night, and Monday he was at the 2:30 parade.
They always are. I
know, but
they fly him out that night. It's crazy
Yep.
how crazy how much the MVP of the Super Bowl does within 24 hours of winning.
Yes.
Going
Well, they have it
to
planned,
the late
obviously.
night show. Oh yeah, the flights are going to late night show, having to fly out to whichever side they're closer to. If they're
Right.
closer to
Yep.
Disneyland, they'll go to Disneyland. If they're closer to Disney World, they'll go to Disney World. I thought the better picture would have been of the different types of floats that Mahomes had to Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
At
that's a good-
Disneyland, the float that Mahomes had was decked out in Kansas City, everything like that. For the float that was Jalen Hurts had was literally just like blah. There was
Wow.
no decorations on it. It was just him on top, like waving. But yeah, I heard it was a madhouse. There was actually a Giants
Yeah.
player that was going to take his daughter to Magic Kingdom that day, and he's like, "Well, I guess I got to go somewhere else because definitely
Yeah.
not celebrating the Eagles championship.
Yeah.
Forget that."
Well, if anybody wants to know the history of how that all started with them going to Disney World, look us up because we did a video on that very same thing last year,
Yeah,
talking about that. But I like the ones about the floats. That's a good idea to do the comparisons.
yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, you got a
Alrighty.
joke?
I do have a joke. What did the paperclip say to the magnet?
What?
I find you very attractive.
What?
Yeah,
Say it
because you were
again.
looking at your fact rather than listening.
That doesn't even make
This is why
sense.
This is why teachers have a hard time at school.
Thank you.
Okay. What did the paperclip say to the magnet? I find you very attractive. here he goes again. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I am not repeating it again.
The paperclip saying to the magnet, I find you very attractive because it can pick
Yes.
up a paperclip.
Oh my gosh, somebody help me.
That was supposed to be a Valentine's Day joke.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All
it
right.
was.
All right. Good one, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. Very good. Give yourself a pat on the back for that one. Now, because It's Tough to Be a Bug is going away, and It's Tough to Be a Bug, 3D film at Disney's Animal Kingdom, visitors smell the stench of a stink bug.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 70,000 perfume pellets to create that smell. So every single time it goes through, it takes 70,000 perfume pellets
Wow.
just to create that nasty,
Wow.
nasty smell of the stink bug. So that's probably why they're doing away with that ride, because they're wasting too much perfume on the stink bug.
What was her name?
The stink bug?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I think it
was
was
a-
Claire de Room.
Ah, nice.
No, I really do think that's what it was. I'll have to look that up. There's another question.
All right, guys. Well,
Well,
leave
hey.
some comments below if you've been to, how many castles you've been to, and let us know which one's your favorite. I didn't even know there was a dragon on one of them, so that sounds
I know.
really, really cool.
I know. I didn't either. So anyway, we're going to have a great weekend, and stay safe, stay happy, have fun with your sweetheart, and we'll see you next week. I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.